Hey guys, how's it going? Today we are going to finally get to do the greenhouse review. It's been several months, earlier this year, since I bought it, and I never got a chance to do the review with you guys, so I want to make sure I go ahead and get that done. So let's get started. Alright guys, hopefully you can see me good. I was trying to wait till the sun went down beyond the greenhouse before I actually got started, but I think this is good enough. It's not too bright. So let's do the greenhouse review. I've got notes. There's a lot to tell you. I didn't want to miss anything or forget to tell you anything, so I'm going to be reading from my notes. So first of all, this is the CDCSA, CDCSA 16.5 by 10.2 foot greenhouse. I bought this off of Amazon. At the time I bought it, it was like $1,400. Right now, it's $16.99, but it's got a $200 coupon. And I'll put the link to the greenhouse below. It's black with aluminum frame. It's like a matte black. It's supposed to be rust resistant. I've seen cheaper, but then again, as your price point increases, of course, it's going to be much sturdier metal. But this is good for me right now. It's 4mm twin polycarbonate panels. They are not the thickest panels, but they are not the thinnest ones. I've seen some thin ones you can snap in half. These you can't do that. You actually have to give some force to actually snap those. So 4mm twin polycarbonate panels. Let's see. Like I said, on the website it says they're unbreakable. They are breakable. When we're sliding the panels in to their tracks, sometimes the edges have a tendency to crinkle or even snap. So they are breakable. Just be aware of that. There are rain gutters on both sides. They run the length of the greenhouse. It's got swing double doors. I'll show you guys that. And it's got 3 windows. I've got mine set up so that there's 2 on this side and 1 on the other. But there are 3 windows, and you can put them on either side in any configuration you want. So wherever you put the half panels is where you'll put your greenhouse window. Now, the website says 2 skilled people can put this together within 4 to 6 hours. No, not unless they've done this 17 times, and then they won't be able to do that. For me, I made an event out of it. I invited the family over, and we all put it together. Put a link in the description to the build of the greenhouse so that you can see us putting it together. And it took me about 2 to 3 days, even with their help. Let's see. Day 1, I built the foundation using 4x4s, which I painted black to match the frame. And we got those all screwed together. And then we took and drilled some rebar and put those into the 4x4s to help stabilize it. On day 2, that's when we went ahead and built the frame. You see that in the greenhouse build video as well. And then we put the panels in, the windows, all this fun stuff here. And then on day 3, I actually anchored the 4x4s into the ground with some piers, and I'll show you guys that. I'll give you a close-up of all this in just a second. So that said, it took some work to get this constructed. This was not a wham bam, we got it together and we're done type ordeal. It took some effort. So just be aware that the website makes it seem so simple, so easy. Even the video that they show you makes it seem very simple. Those 2 people just walking around sliding parts together and screwing, and that was it. They were inside of a building on level ground and had no issues whatsoever with their building. So just be aware. It comes with 2 booklets. At least mine did, because I have the larger version. I think there's like a 14-foot version. The booklets are good. The instructions, they were okay. They weren't the best. We found ourselves having to flip back to make sure we didn't miss anything, because the instructions that we were on, we weren't really clear of. But in general, as far as instruction booklets go, it was pretty good. They do have a video, like I just mentioned. You will want to watch the video. The video made it so much easier to put it together, following the 2 people step by step. And even then you're like, that didn't go together like that, right? But it's easier to follow along to put it together. So I encourage you to make sure you download the video should you choose to purchase this greenhouse. And they do give you the link to the video if you make the purchase. So that was pretty good. We rewound several times over. The video was the key. Let's see. Because they send you 2 books, if you get the larger size, you need to make sure that you are using the instruction booklet for the larger size. A couple of times we had picked up the other booklet for the 14-foot one because we had pages folded over. We couldn't see which booklet we had. make sure you don't do that. Use the instructions for the size that you have, because it makes a difference in how it's put together. All right, so let's talk about some pros. I like the fact that it's 16 feet. It is huge. I have all kinds of space inside. I'll show you that here in a minute. That's a bonus. My other one was like, I don't know, 11 foot by 10 foot. And even though that's 5 feet difference, it's like night and day compared to the one I had before. This one has a quick connect system where it's kind of like Lego. You just attach stuff together. That made it easier to put together, but this was still not simple build. But the quick connects did help us along. It's got 3 windows. I've seen some greenhouses have 4. The windows help dissipate that heat that builds up in there, and it gets hot. So the windows are a bonus. The double doors, also a bonus. I love the fact that it's wide open and help with getting some air in, right? And getting the heat out the top. And it just looks better. It helps a lot. When I want to wheel my gorilla cart in there, no problems at all. So that's awesome. And it looks good. I mean, it looks good. It looks damn good. So that's the pro. Let's talk about the cons. Those windows don't stay on, at least not for me. The windows themselves, you have to, I'll try and explain it, but I'll show you in more detail when we go in there, because as you can see, I've got a window that's off right now. You literally have to, there's a groove, and you have to start from the either side of the greenhouse, the front or the back, and you have to slide it along this track to get it to seat where the window should be. In the video, they slid it like it had wheels on it. It does not slide like that, at least not on my greenhouse. And it takes some effort to get that dang on window slide over and seat. And then even when they do seat, they're still a little bit off, So that's a con for me. I don't like the fact that those windows don't stay on. The gutters don't really align. This one is up, and about a quarter of an inch, this one is down. And there's a gap. So the concept is great, but that water's just gonna hit and come out wherever there's a gap. So I like the concept, but the fact that it's not one single piece defeats the purpose. There's 1, 2 for this gutter to run the length of a 16-foot greenhouse. It should have just been one continuous piece. I'll figure out a way to fix that later on, but that's a con. Another con, a few of these panels don't actually meet. So they're supposed to seat here in the groove in the bottom, and then here at the top. Well, there's a gap here. Just on these side walls, there are gaps. The rest of the greenhouse is fine as far as the panels are concerned. Sidewalls, and then maybe a few on the roof on the other side, but they don't exactly meet, and so that leaves opportunity for wind to get in there and blow things, water if it's raining sideways, and it does here in in winter's coming, so I don't want water to get in there. So my fix for that is just caulk. I'm going to get some clear caulk, and I'm just going to run the bead along everywhere, the frame and the filaments. Let's see, another con with the doors, as much as I love the way they look. The panels are hard to get in when you're putting the frame and the panels together. A little maneuvering and you can get them in, but that wasn't the best. The screw holes door together, they're awful. I don't even know why they did that. So that was bad. They didn't really connect and hold the frame together properly. Let's see, when the doors are open, if there's any wind like there is right now, if I have these doors open and the wind comes in that direction, then it blows. These doors can flap. I've got something sitting in front of the door right now. But these doors like to blow back and forth. On other greenhouse versions, they actually have a hook from the frame to the door that keeps it attached so it doesn't blow. I wish this one had that, but it doesn't. Let's see. And then there's a handle on the outside of the door. The other con is that it doesn't have a handle on the inside of the door. So should I choose to be in the greenhouse when it's raining, I can't get out. So that was another con. I don't know why they would put a handle on one side of the door. So let's talk about some upgrades I've made. And at this point, I think I'll just grab the camera and show you guys exactly what's happening in detail. Okay guys, so let me back up a little bit since I've got the camera in my hand, and I'll show you some of the things I was talking about just now as far as the build and also some of the pros and cons. Hey guys, the merch is now in the store, gardenqueenkc.com. I've got aprons, I've got t-shirts, I've got long sleeve shirts, I've got hoodies since the season's changing, and I've got hats. So make sure you go check it out. Thanks. So here I told you guys that I built it my property is on a slope, so I had to make up for that slope with this board, which I have yet to paint, but I'm going to paint it black, just like the base is. But here you can see those anchors I told you I took, and I anchored the 4x4 into the ground. Those are 15-inch, what do they call it when it's got the little squirrely thing on it? Pilers or whatever, look like screws, 15 inches in the ground. This bad boy's going nowhere. All right, the gutters, let me see. Here's a gap, for instance. See if you can see that or not. I don't know. Can you see that? If I go up under it, you see that gap? That's one of 3 or 4 gaps along this run. Bad conceptualized idea for the gutter. Okay, here are the doors. Now this is the greenhouse with the door open. I gotta back up so you can see it. With the doors open. 2 doors on either side. One there. Come on, focus. And they are open. And as you can see, I've got stuff just blocking the door because they will fly open. If the wind blows from that direction coming towards us, then you can see that the doors will fly open. That one over there is blowing right now. If you can see it moving or not, I don't know. But there's nothing to hold the door. It's really weird. I wish they would have done that. It's just open at this point. So another fail or con. I told you guys that the door, when you put this frame together, the plastic panels slide inside the frame, and then this becomes flimsy. So what I've done is I've taken and I have added brackets to the corners. Well, here's another one. The corners to secure the door and the frame. So this is much more sturdy. I will not have those issues with the door coming apart. Okay, so upgrades I've made. I poured this concrete pad a couple months ago. My garden shoes, they look bad. But anyway, I poured this concrete pad in front of it. It makes for a fabulous entrance into the greenhouse. Absolutely love it. Again, it helps me with my gorilla cart. This end, the concrete pad, is lower than this end. Water runoff, and also to help with me being able to get my gorilla cart up into there. The anchors I talked about, another upgrade to the greenhouse I made. For reinforcing those doors with the brackets, another upgrade, to the greenhouse. I added the screen door. You guys see this? I have the screen door. If I'm sitting in there or if I'm working, then I don't have to worry about mosquitoes or bugs coming in, unless they come through the windows, which I will also screen. That's an upcoming upgrade I want to make, but I haven't done it yet. But this helps immensely with keeping a lot of the bugs out. I talked about the gaps that show up between the frame and the panel, so I just went ahead and started caulking the space where the frame meets the panel. And I'm going to do that anywhere I can reach going forward. So that's an upgrade. I added, first of all, solar panels outside. Let me show you guys that. I mounted a solar panel to the back of the greenhouse because I wanted power. So right now, that solar panel is mounted. It is a 100 watt. I may add maybe one more in the future, but hey, I got power to my greenhouse without an extension cord, which is what I was wanting to get away from. I was doing that initially, guys. I'm not too bougie. That's what I was doing. But I added the exhaust fan. Here's the wire setup. It's all protected from any water. I added the exhaust fan. It's running off the solar, along with a fan, a ceiling fan, to move the air, because we know that we need air circulation in the greenhouse. So those are upgrades I made. I have water coming into the greenhouse, and I know you guys are like, oh my God, why did you put that right there with that, right? Water and electricity. First of all, this is very low voltage electricity, right? This is not like electricity coming from your house. Okay, so it's not going to do the amount of damage that you are thinking about, but it's still dangerous. That is why these are in boxes. The other thing I'm going to do is build something over this. So should any water decide to start squirting out of any of these, it's not going to reach this. It's going to be sheltered. So that's an upcoming upgrade to the greenhouse I plan on making. Let's see. I got my little solar lights. They come on at night and makes the greenhouse look pretty. Got my potting bench over there full of stuff. These boards right here are sitting on my table because I didn't want them outside in case it rained. That's for another project, but pretty much it's just another table just like this to have plants on top of. Let's see. I added my little bistro table so that I can come and sit down and do things when I get ready, just to be comfortable here in the greenhouse. And then what else is there? I've got my rack. I'll go get my lights probably January, get it set up so that I can start my seedlings for the new year. But there are lights that actually go to that, and those lights will too run off of the solar power that I've got coming into the greenhouse. I won't need an extension cord right now I do have the drip running along this side. I'll run it along this side too as soon as I get this wood out of here for the next project. So everything will be watered. The other thing, this exhaust fan and this fan are ran by a thermostat. So they don't run all day. They only run when it's hot enough to need it. These lights right here, the little lights, they're also on solar, but they got their own little solar panel right there. This is my greenhouse. I've got a chandelier I plan on bringing in and putting it right there in the middle. I've had it for a couple of years, so then I was like, hey, I got a chandelier, I should put it in the greenhouse. And so I'll do that just because I have it, and I don't have to go buy anything. Space heater, so when it gets cool enough, I will run that. That for now, I probably will have to run an extension cord too, because that's going to require a lot of power to run, more so than what this panel will give me right now. So I will run that in the winter. There is some stuff I'm going to bring over to overwinter here in the greenhouse, so house stays 50 degrees or maybe 55-ish. I'll set the thermostat such that that's where we stay. I don't want it warm, I just don't want anything to freeze. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my greenhouse review. Overall, I actually love it. I love this greenhouse. It took me, I don't know, several months to try and decide, well, which one do I buy? It was hard. I'm not gonna lie, it was hard. Initially, I was going to buy one of those ones that cost several thousands of dollars more, but then I was like, no, you don't need that. You don't need that. You can take one of these and make it what you want it to be. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So it's been great to have this all this summer, all the spring. It was still cool when we built it, but I love it. I would buy it again. I would have another cookout and have family come over and help me put it together. I would not try to do this alone. And if it's just you and another person, then it's going to take you some time. So expect that. This is not going to be done in a couple hours. I don't care what the video says, what the website says. It's not. It's not. Unless you're used to building this like an assembly line, it's going to take you some time. So there we have it. My greenhouse review. Looking forward to seeing what winter holds, especially spring. Oh my God, I can't wait. All the stuff I'll be able to buy and put in there, and all my seedlings I'll get to start and not run out of space like I was doing in the house. I didn't want to, I had seedlings upstairs, I had seedlings downstairs in the basement, and I was just tired of it. So I am 100% excited with having this greenhouse. I am 100% proud of what I've done with it, what I'm going to do with it, and it's a buy for me. Would recommend. All right, guys, let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this greenhouse. I'll be happy to answer them for you. There is no review of this model on YouTube, Google, anywhere on the internet. There's no review. So I wanted to make sure that you guys actually seen and heard my thoughts about it. At least have one review of it on the internet. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching the video. Please like it. If you're here still, please like the video. I provided some content that was informative and meaningful to you. Please subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching. See you guys later. Bye-bye.